How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Movie Hooker video. I am Gary from Movie Hooker, as always. I said before in my other video, I haven't been as proactive on the video scene as I should be, and it's all for good reasons. And I can't wait to get into everything that's happened since I've been at Fright Fest. But one of the things that did come out of Fright Fest is now I am covering Grimmfest, so I'm going through all the fests. No fest is safe, I'm telling you. So yes, I've been accredited for Fright Fest and or no, accredited for Grimmfest. Man, there's too many fests already. I think it's only two, and I'm still confused. So yes, Grimmfest, and I am here to tell you about my top picks for the festival, and we have some amazing stuff. I really wanted to get over to Grimmfest, and my business partner Lisa is like pushing for me to get over there. She's absolutely right in what she's saying, but it's another 3 days away from the farm that I have to sort out. It's money that I don't have, and it's just it's not possible, I don't think. But anyway, I'm still going to be covering Grimfest. I'm going to be covering it as much as I can. I'm going to try and cover it more than any other outlet that is covering Grimfest, and I'm going to do it from my bedroom right here in Killaloe in Derry. And yes, so let's get straight to it. The first film I want to talk about is Black Cab. This is a new horror film starring Nick Frost, and Nick Frost is also going to be at Grimfest, and that's another reason I'd really love to meet Nick Frost. I do believe, honestly, that I have like more insight into Nick Frost's career than a lot of media outlets. Back when I started Movie Hooker, I interviewed a guy from my neck of the woods, Achmini. Shut the fuck up. I have to let out my cat. Yes, what was I saying? I have like more of an insight into Nick Frost's transition from like just being, I think he was a waiter and a comedian, and his transition into acting. We all know that was pretty much spaced the TV sitcom that got everybody recognised. But I interviewed a guy called Michael Smiley, and Michael Smiley, Nick Frost, and Simon Pegg have like been the best of friends for many years from like pre-success, and yeah, so I had a really good interview, found out some things that I've never really heard about Nick Frost. Nothing saucy or anything. It was just cool to find out these little things that really make you believe that, if you do try hard enough, then you can achieve what you want to achieve. Does that sound like a fucking life coach now? But anyway, he is in Grimfest and he's going to be there. I'm raging I can't meet him, but the film, he's got two movies playing at Grimfest, and I am going to tell you about both of them. One of them is called Black Cab, and this is, I'm going to say, I don't know if it's a horror comedy, but there might be elements of comedy. Now, Nick Frost is a brilliant comedic actor. He's hilarious, and so I think he plays like this over friendly and black taxi driver, black cab driver, and I believe it already. His over friendliness, but he picks up two passengers, and these two passengers want to go somewhere, but he takes them somewhere else, and the place where he takes them is like a haunted road, and then the couple find out why they've been brought there, and I am going to say sacrifice, always a sacrifice. So that's Black Cab, and he's also um, got another one. Let me see if I've got it here. Um, no, I don't. It must be on my first one. I think it's called Getaway, and this is a special one, especially for Nick Frost fans because he stars in it. And not only does he star in it, but he's also written this movie. Let me see. Okay, maybe I haven't included it yet. I'll get to that one today. I have to do a part three, but it is a serial killer. Right there, Nick Frost serial killer film. No, well, okay. I think it's called Getaway, and it follows Nick Frost, I think, and his family who go to an island where there is a serial killer on the island. As far as I know, from what I've read, there is no comedy or anything in that, so it could be quite a serious movie. And both of these films are going to be shown at Grimmfest, which is extremely exciting. I've already just seen some official news from the Grimmfest team today saying that they have had to add extra tickets for Black Cab, one of his movies that's shown. So I hope this the movie that he has written gets the exact same treatment. There's Bella just busted on the door. Hello. 1 second. Are you going to stay here, Bella, or what? I can't get fucking peace to do a fucking video. Absolutely right. Hello, Dad. Do you want to say hello? Want to say hello? No? Okay. So yeah, I hope that Getaway gets the same treatment, and it has to be added extra tickets, extra dates. So that is Black Cab, and I think it's called Getaway. Both Nick Frost movies at Grimmfest. So I'm going to go back to my little article here. And okay, the next one I want to talk about is one called Self Driver. This one played at Fright Fest, or no, maybe I'm covering a lot of festivals. I think it may have been Fantasia Festival, but this sounds awesome. It sounds like sort of a mix of Collateral. Remember Collateral from 2004, I'm going to say, with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. And it also reminds me of that movie Spree, which was out a few years ago. So it's about this guy who's down on his luck, and he is trying to make ends meet, and he can't, and he learns about this new app. He downloads the app, and this app is like a black market app where he has to pick up passengers, take them to wherever they need to go, let them do whatever they have to do. He cannot answer or ask any questions no matter what he sees. Once the passenger gets back in the car, he has to take them where they need to go again, and only then is he paid. I think it's going to escalate into like craziness, and I really can't wait to see it. It's called Self Driver, so that's another one of my Grimmfest picks. Excuse me. So next up, right, I've got a little bit of a funny story about this movie. It's called Traumatica, right? So it's spelled trauma and then Tika, all one word. And I was over Fright Fest, and I had already seen the movie. I had a press copy of it, and people were going, "Oh, I'm going to see Traumatica now," and I was like, "Traumatica? What in the name is that?" And I was like, "Oh, Traumatica," and they were like, "What?" I was like, "It's called fucking Traumatica, is it not?" And they were like, "No, it's called Traumatica." And then I looked at it again, and I was like, "They're fucking right. It's not called Traumatica." And I started saying, like, if I go into an Indian restaurant, that's what it sounds like. I've made it sound like a fucking Indian meal, a traumatica, a chicken traumatica and chips. It's just, well, it was funny at the time. All these lads in a bar, and thank God they found it funny and not just me being an absolute idiot. So that is Traumatica. This is the new film from, I'm going to say, yeah, his name's Pierre. I'm not going to try and pronounce his surname. Okay, I will. Sigarity. Is it Pierre Sigarity? I don't know if that's right. But unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to meet up with these guys at Fright Fest. But they're playing. This movie is playing also at Grimmfest, so it ain't over yet. And I'm definitely looking to hook up with the producer and Maxi. Bell, there's absolutely no need for that. Like, yeah, hopefully going to be hooking up with the producer and getting an interview during Grimmfest. Because we have been chatting. So yes, this is from the director of Two Witches, which is really, really good, and it sits, I think, at 4.7 on IMDb, and that is absolutely ridiculous. It's a nasty, mean-spirited little indie horror, and it deserves way more love than that. So like Traumatica, not Traumatica with fucking chips, is, yeah, his new movie. And this, in my opinion, this, although there's no similar plot, the plots aren't similar, I believe this has done the same as what movies like Talk to Me or When Evil Lurks have done. One second. And that is take two or take a tired and overdone sort of subgenre and then just add a little bit of special sauce to the subgenre to make it its own, to make it stand out. Um, when Evil Lurks done it with like Possession, where they sort of treated it as a demonic infection that spread through the land. Talk to Me, done Possession as like a high, getting high, and I thought both of them were very, very clever and really do something for subgenres that are just done to death. So Traumatica is the exact same. This is about possession, only the possessed, the demonic entities that you see are your abusers. So if you have been like, I don't know, I'll just say it like sexually abused or anything like that, then your demon will make you relive that horror, which again, it's like, holy shit, what can make a demon entity more scary? And to me, that is like, that demon entity becomes like a manifestation of your fucking your abuser, your absolute nightmare every single night, reliving it. There is a small scene, I will say, it happens pretty much early on in the movie, where a girl wakes up and there's like a demon sucking her foot. And I was like, fucking, there's Quentin Tarantino there, the demon Tarantino. No, I'm not going to go in there. But anyway, yes. And then the more I thought of it, I sort of giggled. And then the more I thought of it, and I was like, man, that's actually fucking disturbing. Obviously, that demon, that person who abused her, used to come in at night and do that horrible stuff to her. And she's now made to relive it right before she's possessed herself. And I will say what I have said about Traumatica is that it is the first 10 minutes of this movie I thought was better than the entire Evil Dead Rise. It's astonishing for an independent feature, and I can't wait to see more from them. It's pretty graphic, and it's very triggering, So that is Traumatica, and that is from, I'm going to try it again, Pierre Sigardi. Don't know if that's right. So next up, let me see what else I got. Ooh, this one is called Sayara. And Sayara is a new Turkish revenge movie, and this is directed. How do you say this guy's name? I'm just going to call him Can Everall. Evernall. Excuse me. He is, if that name is unfamiliar with you or to you, he is the director behind one of the best depictions of hell ever put on film, and that is Baskin, a phenomenal Turkish horror. And if you don't know Turkish horror, definitely check it out, because if you're into like demonic possession, I'm going to say that they're in the top three. They piss all over any Western possession movies. They're Sissin, Siccin. There's like about 20 of them, and there's just a lot of really, really good Turkish horrors that you should be checking out. And so this is a little bit of a turn of genres for him. He's going from horror and he's going to be doing this revenge movie. So all I know about it, it's about a gym cleaner, and her sister is murdered by a load of politically connected rich kids, and she leaves the gym and she just goes on a bloody quest to avenge her sister's death. And if you know his level of violence, if you know where he goes, graphic and just tense, then I'm pretty sure that Can Everall is going to deliver one fucking ferocious revenge movie, and I can't wait to see it. So that is Sayara. I just lost my page here. And yeah, that's also, obviously, it's also a Grimmfest. Uh, Next up, I want to talk about Amsterdam Alert. Okay, this is going to be hardcore. I'm just going to say it. It's going to absolutely destroy us. If it doesn't destroy you, you aren't human. So if you, I don't know if you are aware, but in Amsterdam, Lisa's from Amsterdam, so I've heard this. She has phoned me up because I've told her about this movie. She has phoned me up on a certain day where in Amsterdam there's like drills, you know, in case the city is attacked or something. There's like a big government army drill every once a month or something. So Amsterdam alert. You can guess what's happening. If you're familiar with a movie from the 80s, I think the late 80s, called Threads, which is considered one of the scariest movies of all time, then I think this is going to be up here. And here is the scarier thing about it. Amsterdam alert is 37 minutes long. Right, that's so. If you look into that, into or if you try and break that down, sorry, from like a festival admission point of view, it's not really a short movie, because like a short movie I think is up to 12 minutes. It's not really a feature length movie because a feature length movie is going to be like 90 minutes, let's say. It's in between. So that in between, usually a film of that length doesn't really get in through the festival circuit. And unfortunately, but that is what I have learnt from, I don't know, the top people, I think. But Amsterdam Alert is 37 minutes long, and I am going to guess it's 37 minutes long because it's going to fucking play out in real time, and that is terrifying, to be honest. I think so. It's about the people of Amsterdam receive a message on their phone. They have to evac. I think the 30 minutes they evacuate the city or something like that, and there is a nuclear attack coming. An imminent nuclear attack, and that just sounds. It's basically, I think then it focuses on a mother who has a newborn baby and who has locked herself out of her fucking apartment. And can you just, how normal that is and how scary that is at the same time, and how normal that is makes it even more terrifying. Um, but thank God it's just a movie. Um, but anyway, okay, so that's 37 minutes long. I'm going to go straight into another one called Hearsay. So, one in Grimmfest, this is going to be played as a double bill because Hearsay, again, is another, not quite a feature length, not quite a short. This is 60 minutes long. And if you are a fan of, like, I'm going to say The Devil's Bath, that Austrian movie that was released, fantastic. It's on Shudder. You can read my review on moviehooker.com. And yeah, like The Devil's Bath was really, really soul crushing. And Hearsay sounds sort of the exact same thing. What did I write about it? Yeah, it's basically about a woman, and it's about, like, the same sort of things that the woman faced in The Devil's Bath, that pushed them to do these horrendous acts of violence. And I think this is the exact same sort of thing. It deals with the like a woman who is being forced into like trying to get pregnant when she can't get pregnant, and this is like shamed her. And there's some sort of dark supernatural force as well in the surrounding wooded area. So if you are into some folk horror, then this is going to be one for you. It is 60 minutes long and it's called Hearsay. Right, where am I now? Okay, let's try this one. Okay, next up, I think I'll stop it here and this, and then I can do like a part two or something. Next up is a new vampire film. This has been a pain in my ass here because I have been trying to find out a lot of information on this one, and then I'm realizing that I've actually got all the press details. So anything that, um, any film that I'm looking for from this list, I can just contact the people involved, which is great. Um, so yes, next up is Bleeding. I do not know an awful amount about this movie, but again, I think this is adding a unique spin on the vampire subgenre. It is about vampire blood, and vampire blood is being harvested and used as a drug, and it follows two vampire blood crackheads, I guess we could call them. and they are on the run from a blood dealer who wants his money or her money. I'm not too sure. And then they try to hide in this abandoned house, but they realize that there's been someone chained up in there, and this person has been chained up for very, very good reasons. So that is called Bleeding. It's going to be a new film from Andrew Bell, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So, guys, I'm just going to leave it there. Like yesterday, um, I'm part of this like WhatsApp group now, and it's absolutely insane. It really is. I'll be explaining everything, but I'm in a WhatsApp group now with loads of directors, loads of producers, loads of um, social media people like myself, and like it's insane. Like there's mad directors in there that I'm a big fan of, and now I'm just in this WhatsApp group with everybody. But one of my main movie dudes, Chuck from TikTok, who's got a huge following on TikTok. He's in the group and he says, "Listen, check out this movie called Strange Harvest. It's a fucking ferocious serial killer movie." And I was like, "Oh, I think that's playing at Grimmfest." So within 5 minutes, I got into my little PR spreadsheet and I was able to email the director of the movie and say, "Hey, I'm Gary. I'm approved Grimmfest press, and I want to review your movie." Never got a reply though, but I only sent it yesterday. So there's another free movie for you, Strange Harvest, and that's going to be a great serial killer movie. So guys, thank you very much. I will be back with a Grimmfest part 2 because there still is a lot I want to talk about. So thank you for watching. If you enjoy the video, hit the subscribe button. Cheers, bye.